Moshi moshi! Today you have an important task and I will explain it to you. Now, before I get started, let me show you what I have in my hand. Woo! Woo! Your quizzes. The quizzes you've just taken, and I will grade for you as quick as possible. I'll get you the feedback that you need so you can learn from your mistakes. Now, let's get started on today. Yourself has just handed you a special task. There are 4 parts. If you don't get to part 4, that's going to be okay. At least get to part 3. Now, let's get started, and I'll explain to you each part so you're ready to go. Code breaking. Be sure to read over what each part is about so you don't screw up. Now, these are some matrices that are given to you. Now, you're going to take these matrices and solve 1 through 5, and then you'll get the top secret code. Now, once you get this top secret code, you got to whisper it into your sub's ears. And if she or he gives you the thumbs up, then you're ready to move on to task 2. Hope you break the code. Let's move on to part 2. A finger-looking code. Yeah! Have you heard of the Tennessee Fried Chicken? Well, you're missing out. But don't worry. Once you solve all these codes, you'll be able to find the ingredients so you can make your own Tennessee Fried Chicken. I hear it's better than KFC, Korea Fried Chicken. Now, let's take a look. Now, all you're going to do is read what this is all about, what this trick is all about. Now, you're going to go in order for this one. Now, if you didn't get any of these instructions, don't worry. There is a written instruction on Schoology.com on your sub notes. Now, Cryptics 1, all you do is this. You're given an encrypted matrix. You're given an encoding matrix. And here, you have to find the encoding matrix inverse. Now, you can use a calculator for all this, so don't do any calculations by hand. Your mission is to find the encrypted matrix. This will spell out the ingredient 1 for you. There are, I think, 8 ingredients that you must solve for. Yep, there are 8 ingredients. That's on the final page here. 8 ingredients that you'll be solving for, okay? Now, if you've never heard of some of these ingredients, that's okay. Okay? But make sure you find 8 ingredients. So all you do is you really just multiply X and the encoding inverse together to find the encrypted. But remember, you should be using this here. A is 1, B is 2, and so forth. And just remember, there are 26 letters in the American alphabet. Let's move on. So finger-licking code page 1, you have all these to calculate, okay? You may work with one buddy of your choice. Pick someone that you like that you work well with. So all this, 8 ingredients. Now, let's move on to where in the world is Carmen Bundangu? Now, Carmen Sandiego used to be a famous geography show that you don't know about because you're too young. That's all right. Make sure you read over this part here. Now, the main thing is here, in this section, you definitely need your phone to read QR codes. Now, this one, you're going to start with the first clue. But that first clue will take you to another clue, not necessarily clue 2. So don't go in order. Again, in part 3, do not go in order or you may be in big trouble. Now, all you do for calculation is the same thing. You have your encrypted matrix. It's trying to tell you something. And then it's going to give you the encoding matrix. And then you're going to move on to calculating the encoding inverse matrix. Once you have this, you just multiply these 2 together, the X and the encoding inverse, and you'll get a special message. Make sure you just encrypt your message using A equals 1, B equals 2, all those characters. And it'll take you to somewhere here. It'll spell out where you should scan. When you scan these QR codes, it'll take you to the next clue. I can't tell you where that's going to be because that's your job, detectives. Be the best gumshoe you can be. Now, once you get to the final QR code, you're going to get a special video, okay? When you see that special video, you'll know you are finished. Now, if you're done with task 3 by the end of the day, then you can move on to part 4. This is the most enjoyable part because you get to write me a secret message. But that means you have to come up with your own unencrypted message, encoding matrix, and encoding inverse. And you give it to your partner to solve. You don't have to write it to me. You can write it to your buddies too, or your classmates. Make it funny, make it cute, but don't make it too long. And you can make it whatever size you like. Now, these 2 pages are for you to write your encoding matrix, and then you're going to give this to your friend, ideally. Don't do that yet. Just do this part first. Make sure it works. Now, if you're confused about any of this or how to encode or encrypt messages, just watch the other video that I sent you, because that tells you how to send encrypted messages. Good luck, Gumshoe!